have my Santa hat with me because the holidays are coming up, and today I have my December plan with me. For my bullet journal theme for December, I didn't want to just do a typical Christmas spread because I've been seeing a lot of Christmas ones, but I wanted to make it so that it could be for a bunch of holidays. So I used candles, hot chocolate, candy, a lot of items that you just generally see for a lot of holidays during this time. So I'm writing the word candy in a super curly swirly font, which is actually inspired by how I wrote in kindergarten because I thought it was really cool. And I'll pop up a picture here if I can find it. The pen I wrote candy in is a sparkly Pen Plus Gear black gel pen. So the font I'm writing kindness in is the font that I use a lot throughout the entire theme. It's a pretty basic, tall and skinny font. I don't know how to explain it, I just added a lot of loops. I added that font a lot as well as a pretty standard in each letter in the box font, but spaced out so there's a box in between each letter. The quote reads, "Kindness is like candy, it makes life taste a little sweeter." Now I'm adding a curvy line border which will turn into string lights. Now I'm drawing a candle and I'm filling it in blue. I'm also using a similar shade blue gel pen so that you can see the actual shape of the candle. All the markers I'm using are Crayola Super Tips, except for the black one which is just a standard felt tip pen. As you can see, I'm just coloring in the flame a bright yellow color. Towards the bottom left of the page, I added a cookie on a plate, which of course could just represent cozy, warm cookies for the holiday season, but my family had a tradition where on Christmas Eve we put out cookies for Santa to eat, and when we'd wake up the next morning it would be bitten. Now I'm drawing a mug with some candy on the side for my December title page, or whatever it's called, I'm not exactly sure. I'd love to hear some of your favorite candies in the comments below. I love M&Ms. So now that I filled in the hot chocolate or coffee, I love hot chocolate so I think it's hot chocolate. Now I'm going back and I'm turning the curvy line we had before into string lights by using bright gel pen colors and making little ovals or dots. I'm coloring in the cinnamon stick a lighter shade of brown. And like with the candle, I'm outlining the details with a brown gel pen. Now you see me drafting, writing December onto the mug, which didn't end up fitting it the size I wanted it, and then I decided to freehand it and just do it, and I forgot an E, but I corrected it later, so it's all fine. I think it was because I was trying to squish the letters in so much, and I wanted it to fit so badly. I was like, the only way it can fit is if I just don't have the E. So subconsciously, I just erased it from my mind. I often make my calendars very boxy, but today I intentionally made it curved around the edges to make it kind of look like it could be the cord of string lights. As you've probably seen in my videos before, including this video, I have string lights in my room, which I'm probably going to be keeping up all year, but I feel like string lights are known to be used during the holidays. Do you prefer your calendar boxy or curved? Also, do you like to make each box separate, or do you like to put them all together so they're all combined? Because I know people make each box have a dot space in between each day in the calendar. I use that same tall, skinny font to write December on the side of my calendar. This time I actually wrote December correctly. Now I'm writing the days of the week on top of the calendar. which my friend pointed out in the last video, which if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. My friend's voice over my bullet journal. She pointed out that I write the first 2 letters of the days of the week, which isn't a common way to refer to them, which I actually do that because I use a 6-dot grid for each day of the calendar because it fits nicely in my bullet journal, and that makes it so you can't really center it that nicely with 3 letters, but it centers nicely with 2. Now I'm adding a future log to the top left corner of my bullet journal because I ended up having enough space. I've never actually added a future log to my calendar spread before, but I think it would be really handy because usually I have trouble when planning early in the next month because I don't have the calendar set up yet. I'm adding candies all around the calendar, different shapes, sizes, and patterns on them with different colors. I think that peppermint looks kind of yummy. I kind of want to take it off the page and eat it. Now we have the very long baguette looking candy. It's very long. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a Tootsie Roll. Now I'm adding a little colored light that I will write the day of the month on. I'm so sorry, it will soon jump to my mood and habit tracker being half done. My phone died halfway through, and I didn't notice until I finished half of my habit tracker. But I basically just numbered in the calendar, and I just started my habit tracker, and you'll see what it looks like. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's very similar to the habit tracker I made last time, but I added a mood tracker to the bottom, which you will see me make. And I made the habit title at the top the same font as I wrote December on this calendar. And we'll skip to there now. So as you can see, I made green the happiest and red the most sad. I also made little miniature month things which will each represent one of my habits, and they're each a different color, and blue is repeated. If you can see, I have little circles and ovals in pencil, which I am now turning into candies by adding the little twisties on the side. I made 31 of them because there are 31 days in December, and I will color them in the color of my mood that day, based on the mood key at the top of the spread. Okay, now I'm making a brain dump which I carried over from the last 2 months. Like with most of the spreads this month, I'm doing it very similar to how I usually do it in my bullet journal. I'm just making the font the same tall, skinny, with loops font, and things just themed holidays and candy and string lights. But in this spread, the theme is mostly reflected in the colors I used and the font I chose. Okay, can I also mention how fun it is to make these striped borders? Because when you use a dotted notebook, you can just link one dot to another dot and it makes it like perfect, and I just love how it looks. I got ahead of myself and didn't line up the border on the same level on both sides, so I just used some whiteout and I just fixed it up. I can't believe we're already almost finished with this plan with me, but now we have our final flip through. Thank you so much for watching and getting this far. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really helps my channel grow, as well as go check out some other videos I've made with bullet journaling. I've made short films, and there's a lot more to come. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you enjoyed, what you want to see for next time, anything you'd like to see, and bye!